Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tarot Readings with Janet. I am a psychic teacher. I teach people how to develop their intuition, how to grow spiritually, how to channel, how to talk to their spirit guides, how to work with tarot, especially tarot on an intuitive and very personal level. So we have a tarot and spirit class ongoing, and the next opening starts in about 4 weeks. Let me just get you the date for that. Um, it will start on June 18th. So that's the next, and they go in 4 week segments. So you can keep going and keep going for as long as you like, or you can just show up for 4 weeks and get some really good tools to use for tarot. And I'm looking at myself and I don't, anyway, this is as good as it gets, friends. My hair, it looks so good earlier, but humidity does what it does. Anyway, so welcome. Hi Jean, hi Micah, and and who else is here? That's it. Yes, it is the best class. Thank you, Micah. Uh, and anyway, we have a great group. It's a small class, so you get a lot of personal attention. And Thursday nights at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's it. All right. I should probably put my glasses on. Should I? My guides really don't like it when I wear glasses. Whenever I channel White Eagle, he takes off my glasses. So just leave them off for readings. Anyway, so it doesn't really have anything to do with anything. It's just a preference, I guess. I don't know. He has never explained to me why he doesn't like glasses. Um, so today, like I said, we're going to do some tarot readings, and I want to just get into what intuitive tarot is like and how you can work with your own tarot deck in a way that is easy for you, that's not so mental, because there's, you know, separate energies when we're dealing with spirit or ego. So spirit rules the heart, it rules the feeling senses, it rules intuition. So when we're intuitive and we're working with our intuition, we get more information, more vivid, more three-dimensional information. When we're working with ego, we're in the mental field, and the mental field will suppress our intuition. And so when we're in the mental field, we're more likely to guess, get it wrong, intellectualize, and so on, which is great for your math class, but it's not that great for working with tarot. So when we're working with tarot, we're opening up an energy that will connect with spirit, with the heart, with the soul, with the unconscious. And in that energy, our ego can interfere um, and block it. So once you get used to working with your intuition, you get better at tarot, because tarot is really a conversation between the soul level or unconscious or spirit and the awakened you, the consciousness. So if you intellectualize tarot, you can do okay at it. You can be an okay tarot reader, which is how the approach that I used when I first started, because I didn't think I had any intuition. I didn't think I was intuitive at all. So I thought, well, I'm going to read all the books and get all the symbolism and study it hard and learn everything about it, learn the whole structure and everything. And then I'll be a great tarot reader. Well, I became a mediocre tarot reader until I started using my intuition. So using your intuition is what's going to open up the tarot deck far more than studying it. Although it is an esoteric practice, it has incredible symbolism. And like I said, a lot of tarot readers never really build on their intuition, they build more on the mental side. But for me, it didn't become a three-dimensional full experience until I started working with my intuition. So that's how I teach tarot. So if you're interested in taking your tarot practice to the next level or even starting a tarot practice, I recommend it. Now, the other little myth that was pretty prominent when I first started working with tarot is that you have to be gifted your first tarot deck. And I swear, if I waited to be gifted my first tarot deck 20 years ago when I started to be really interested in tarot, 25 years ago when I started being interested in tarot. Um, I would still be waiting. Like, no one was gonna come up and give me a tarot deck. No sweet little charming old lady who disappears into the night is gonna give me a tarot deck. Nobody gave me a tarot deck. So I really want you to know that it's up to you. Like, we really think that spirit is the one that calls us, or we're chosen in some way. As a healer, we feel like we have to be gifted the healing. As a spiritual person, we have to feel the calling. As a reader or psychic, we have to have some big boom event that awakens us or tells us who we are, some external event. But the fact is, that's not important. Like, if this is what you want, this is what's going to light your heart up. If getting a tarot deck gives you the butterflies and you're really excited about it, get one. You really should get one. Don't wait for someone to give it to you. You really need to choose your path. And that's always been the way for me. I wanted to channel, I wanted to work with tarot, I wanted to be psychic. I worked on it all. It wasn't a big epiphany or something I brag about being born with. I was, in my opinion, not born with it. I mean, I had the inclination towards the mysteries. I wanted to know what was behind the curtain kind of idea. But, and that's what carried me forward. My curiosity is what made me a psychic, a teacher, a channel, a tarot reader. So may you also have the same. So, welcome, welcome. And we can do readings. I know some people may be watching who are not subscribers. So, I put in the chat. So, anybody who wants to write in the chat, um, anybody who wants to write in the chat has to be a subscriber. You can unsubscribe later, but it is just to discourage. Um, Hi, Alex. It's just to discourage, trolls. I've only had a couple trolls, but still, it could be annoying when you can't look at what people are actually asking because the trolls keep reposting and spam and all that. Okay. All right, guys. So, hi, Micah. Let's see. Yes, Jean, you're first. I will do you first. Yeah. Oh, and the images on different decks are key. She says, I had one deck I never used at all until this last 9 months. I got called to use it. The images were dead on for me for the season I was entering. Yes, Alex. Um, yes. So pick a tarot deck that really lights you up, that really helps you. Like I have several here today. I don't know if you can see them, but I kind of have them off camera. But I have several here today that we'll use, and don't get something so outlandish. So a tarot deck is um, 21 major arcana cards. Those are like the big life cards. Major arcana means they are part of consciousness, like they represent a archetype of consciousness. Set that aside for now. And then the other cards are the suit cards. They're like a playing card deck. They have 4 suits and they have court cards. And but in the tarot deck, they have 4 court cards and not 3. So you want a 78 card deck that says tarot. You don't want to use an oracle deck. I mean, oracle decks are fun and they can actually help you get started with getting used to working with imagery as a message. But tarot decks are don't tell you what the card means. It's just the image. And when you tune into that image, you get the answer. That's the idea, anyway. And the answer is coming from your soul or your unconscious. So your soul or your unconscious is speaking to you through the imagery of tarot. And that's how it works. So it's very cool. It's very exciting. And I want to do readings for everybody. So we'll start with a beautiful Jean. What the cards show you for the next 3 months? I think months. Okay, so Jean, I want you to post in the chat. Oh, I'm going to assign a number to the deck that I'm going to use. I'm going to assign 1, 2, 3, 4. So you pick a number, and that's the deck I'll use. Do you want me to use 1, 2, 3, or 4? 3. Okay, good. All righty. So this is the Good Tarot, and it is a lovely, lovely, lovely deck. It is based off the standard deck, which is the Rider-Waite deck, but the pictures are much more whimsical and a little less traditional. Anyway, the light is reflecting off of them. So I'm going to ask what the next 3 months holds for you. And I'm going to pull one card. These are just one card readings. Now then, when I do a reading, I first tune in I need a little more room. I first tune in to your energy field. And they're showing me everything that's pretty happy for you. You have a very big smile on your face. And you're relaxed and settled in. Hold on. I don't know if you're on a boat. It looks like you're on vacation. Are you going on vacation? Do you have any trips planned? It really looks like you're sitting on a boat or sitting outside. You're sitting outside on a table. I can't tell if it's on a boat, it's around water, or if it's like an outside cafe. And you're smiling and you have a deck of cards in your hand. Looks like you have, oh, good. Looks like you have a tarot deck or an oracle deck in your hand. You have something in your hand and you're talking to people and sharing with people. So I'm glad you're healing so well. And this is the 10 of Earth, which in the standard, yeah. Uh, yes, definitely take your tarot cards because there's something you're going to be sharing. Either, I mean, it could be symbolic, what I'm seeing, and not an actual literal um, imagery, but it looks like you're sharing your spirituality or you're sharing messages that you're getting or you're sharing something that's very helpful and healing for other people, like doing a tarot reading, which I think doing tarot readings is healing. Um, so this is the 10 of Earth. Now, Earth represents wealth, abundance, and health. And the 10 is an exalted energy around healing and well-being and health and wealth. So you're going to be doing very well in the next 3 months. You are going to be having a lot of um, feel a lot of support. You're going to heal just exactly as you wanted to heal. You're going to start reaping the benefit of that. And this is also about self-care and self-love. And also, she has this little, oops, here it is, jewelry box that looks like a treasure box, like a treasure chest. And so there's much more treasure to come, much more things to come out of all the work you've put into your well-being and your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is going to get a little boost and you're going to start feeling, very, very abundant. Really nice. Any questions? You can post them there. Okay. All right. So, well, you did it. I mean, that's an achievement that you have put time and energy and discipline into your own well-being that has created that for you. Good work. Okay, Micah, where's Stacy? By the way, you're welcome, Jean. Who else would like reading? You know what? I think I'm going to do Alex because Alex, if you have a question, because I know you're at work and you're kind of doing this while you're slow and you may have to leave. So if you want to ask a question, I'm here hanging out. Tell me what deck you want. One, two, three, or four. Nope, I don't think Alex may be working already. Okay, so let's go with Micah. Oh, deck two, but can you tell me? It's a lot easier for me if I know when the trip is going to be. This month, next month, July, August. Uh, oh, June. Oh, how lovely. Okay, let's ask that on number two. Yes. So, Maya, I will get to your question in a minute after Alex. So you said two and two. Okay, well, Alex, you're gonna love this. Okay. Um, how's your trip to Florida gonna go? Oh my God. Is this with a group of people? First thing I see is surrounded like a little smallish group. Are you talking to people and laughing? I don't see you um like really super partying, like I don't see a big nightlife, but I do see a lot of daytime fun, doing more things during the day. Not that you won't do nightlife, but it just They're focusing more on the daytime stuff, kind of adventurous, a little bit adventurous. And you're having a really nice time. They're good people that you're going with. I don't see any conflicts. Okay, so here's your card. Oh, good. Here's speaking of queens. Ooh, you got the Queen of Pentacles, and this deck is like it's like a foil deck, you know. Something I got off Amazon, and it is metallic and very yes, I know. Aren't they cool? This one's pink mainly, and that's the back. And this is the it doesn't even have a brand name. It's very gold foil tarot, I think is the name of it. Anyway, I turn off my light. I don't know. Anyway, it's gold foil tarot there. Kind of see it. Um. Anyway, so that's why I thought it was funny you picked it because I know you love gold foil. Anyway, so the Queen of Pentacles is all things good. It's very, very loving, gentle, nourishing, like you're going to have abundant everything. I don't think you're going to run out of money or, you know, when you're on vacation, it's always like $1,000 more than you anticipate kind of thing. But for this, it looks like everything is cared for and taken care of, and you don't have to worry about that. It looks like also gentle. It's a little bit, you know, I said adventurous because I saw you outdoors and, you know, checking all the fun stuff out. But the Queen of Pentacles is also very gentle. You know, she's a very nurturing presence that doesn't cause a lot of chaos. She's probably the sweetest. Well, I mean, probably the Queen of Cups is the sweetest, but this one is good for your health and well being. And also, you're going to feel very taken care of, and that everything you need will be there for you. So, also, oh, and Spirit's reminding me to remember. I don't know if you need reminding. Yeah, she is you. But to if you're too tired, don't go. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Kind of thing. Always look after your needs. So be that queen that looks after your needs primarily, and you're going to have a great time with good people, really good people. I'm a little jealous. Sounds fun. Okay. So, wait a minute. Okay. So if, um, where's Maya's question again? Yeah. Okay, Maya. So, Maya, I'm going to ask Spirit. Now, I don't do readings for people who aren't present. Oh, also, I need you to pick a deck. So pick one, two, three, or four. Okay, good. So I don't do readings for people who aren't present. And so I'm not going to read AV. What I'm going to do is what you need to know about AV. Okay, so I have to tweak the question a little bit in order for me not to nose around in someone's energy that didn't ask for it. So I have to be very mindful of sacred law, divine law. And divine law says that we cannot um, interfere with someone's life without the request, knowledge, and permission. So, and doing a reading for someone without the request, knowledge, and permission, like finding out what he feels about you or she feels about you, is not within integrity of divine law. But I can ask what you need to know about what they feel for you and jump off of that and see what comes up out of that. Okay? Sita's here. Yay. Okay, and I hope you like this tarot deck, Maya, because this is a super fun one that I'm going to first tune in, see what you need to know about what um, AV's feelings and intentions are for you, what you need to know about it. They're showing me someone handing you a flower, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, like very sweet, perfect little daisy. And through that image is a reminder to look after your own inner joy. Now, someone hands you the flower, but it's someone who really cares about you a lot. So there is someone in your life that cares about you a great deal and doesn't mind letting you know. And if you have to guess, in other words, what they're thinking and feeling, then maybe that's not the one, right? Because they would tell you. So what I want to say is you got now this is a cat tarot. You asked for the cat tarot, and I hope you like kitty cats. So I most certainly do. But so this is the cat tarot. So cute. But you got the King of Cups. And to me, what that means is there is someone in your life. Take care, Alex. There is someone in your life that is ready to be the person that you really want them to be. And whether it's AV or not AV, you are ready for love. You are ready to be cared for. You are ready to have a very intimate and mature connection with someone. And the more you nurture and care for yourself, the sooner that manifests in your life. So think of things that make you happy. Do those things, and this King of Cups will come into your life, sweep you off your feet, and you're going to have a fabulous relationship. I mean, I would. This is a great card for a relationship. Okay, so this person's coming into your life, and the imagery I got beforehand about the little daisy and that's about self nurturing and taking care of your inner child, taking care of what you love, taking care of what you want, and the rest comes. Okay, I hope this helps. Uh, Even though I have all the rules. So I have lost a lot of clients over that little rule because a lot of people do want to know if he's cheating or what he's thinking or what he's doing, and I don't do any of that. So I have lost like probably half my clientele once I really started enforcing that rule because what I found was if I did readings on people without the request, knowledge, and permission, um, it was very draining for me, number 1. Number 2, I was way more likely to get the reading wrong because if you're doing something out of alignment, you're going to get bad information, most likely. Um, and also that it was draining because I had no boundaries. And when you have no boundaries, other people can swoop in and take all your energy and, take advantage of the fact that you don't have any boundaries. So, and doing that as a practice every day with readings, it's bad news, man. So, I hope you understand. I'm really grateful that you're here. Thank you for your question. Okay, so let's go on to Micah. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Maya. I'm glad you understand. Thank you. For Micah, um, going to New York City. Well, this weekend, I'm assuming you mean in a week. Um, this weekend, like now, Micah, Let's talk about surprises. We don't need to know everything, do we? Um, what deck did you say you wanted to use? Oh my goodness. Eating food, museums. We are going to Broadway show, eating food, museums, all the things. I feel so much joy about this. He's excited too, wondering what Spirit wants you to know. Micah, I'm glad you're using your intuition. And you knew what I was going to say. Reading is now over. Just kidding. All right. I want you to pick a deck. Which one? One, two, three, or four? And then we'll do, I think, Sita. You're welcome for the reading, Maya. You are very, very sweet. I'm grateful you're here. Okay, two. Number two. Oh, you get the foil one. Okay, so you get the foil tarot, which is basically the Rider-Waite deck, but all glammed up. So kind of fun. Okay, so what do you need to know about the coming weekend with Martin? Your vacation, not any spoilers. Let's see. Oh boy. What sign is Martin? I can't remember. I have a king here. I don't know what his sign is. Aquarius, huh? Huh. When you represent him in your deck, is it a king of swords, cups, wands, pentacles? What is it? Don't tell me you don't. So one thing you can do with your tarot deck is, if you have a significant person in your life, you can ask to see what card represents that person. So when you do a reading around the relationship and that shows up, that's the person. King of Swords, but in the past he's been King of Pentacles. Well, guess what? He's King of Wands now. And this deck, this shiny deck, he's King of Wands. So to me, this shows that it will be a very passionate weekend because, there's a lot of fiery energy with the King of Wands, and he's going to take charge, let him lead. Um, and you will be very great. How can I say this? You will be graced, that's what I want to say, with a lot of beautiful surprises. They do ask that you don't anticipate anything, because if you're anticipating, you're trying to take control, frankly. I mean, when you think about it, it's like, I need to know what's going to happen so I know what to wear, I know how to behave. Like, you don't have to do any of that. Just chill. Just be ready to receive. That's all you need to do, because he's definitely large and in charge during this weekend, for sure. Again, the King of Wands is full of passion and full of, he's definitely a leader. He doesn't sit back and wait. He's taking charge. He's making everything happen. Okay. So you're going to receive a lot of beautiful, beautiful things. And when I first saw the imagery, I can tell you this much. There's definitely some beautiful roses involved. Okay. So all the romance and all the joy. Yes. And don't do anything. anything. Don't do anything, Micah. I don't want to have to be in your head all day, all weekend. Say, don't stop. No. Yeah, lovely. Okay, good. Let him pick it out. Let him choose. Let him do all the things. You deserve it. You're the princess or the queen, even. Very good. Me too. That's very nice. Okay. So let's move on. I love, love, love. Thank you for all this feedback. This is really nice. It's great to hear your responses. Okay. So I'm going to do C10 next. If there's anybody else who would like a reading, please post. Again, you have to write in the, oh, and there's our beautiful Uncommon Life. Okay, yes. Yay. So we have another one. So I'm going to do Uncommon Life 2. I'm going to do after Sita, the beautiful Sita. Anything you need to know about your health scare? Well, first things, again, being a teacher, I like to kind of explain why I do what I do so you can also understand and maybe, I don't know, learn something about tarot or doing readings and stuff like that for other people. And when we're doing readings about health, it's a very fine line because we can't diagnose, we're not doctors. We cannot tell people what um, kind of remedies to take without a little bit of a disclaimer. And the disclaimer is this message is from spirit. It is intuitive psychic information. Always confer with your medical specialist, which Sita already knows all this stuff because she's very wise. But you always want to, obviously, one of the things that I learned is that even saying, this is early on in my tarot reading days, I was part of a group online and got a lot of really good information about doing readings for the public. And one of the things they said is even telling someone they're pregnant is a medical diagnosis. So if someone comes to me and wants a baby and says, am I going to have a baby? I can say, I can see children in your life, whether or not you have them physically. Just don't know. Stuff like that. So yeah, when you're, oops, I'm sorry about that. Oh, don't mean to hit the microphone. When you're, so when you're doing readings for other people, just ask spirit to guide you because spirit will never break the law or overstep the AMA. Okay, good. They're very cautious about that. They'll keep you out of jail. Okay, so what does Sita need to know about her health scare? I see you. The imagery they're giving me is like it's like you taking charge, and it's about you taking charge of your health, your body, and your life in a way that like the next level, like being a little bolder, making big decisions, and with no regrets, kind of thing. Taking the army, charging through the woods, ready to take on whatever's next. That kind of energy is what I get. Thank you, Micah. You're the sweetest. So I want you to take charge, to go boldly where no man has gone before, and to be the hero of your own life, kind of thing. there is a lot of, I feel like you're also so the deck you chose was it's this is a very the Rider-Waite deck, and, the Rider-Waite deck is, uh, the standard imagery that they use, and this one's very much true to that. I don't know the exact deck because, this isn't the normal backing to the Rider-Waite deck, so I can't remember exactly what the name of this deck is, but it uses all the Rider-Waite imagery, and, the 5 of Wands is as you can see, this could be a conflict, this could be a dance, this could be a game, this could be, you could interpret this in a lot of different ways. And for me, when I see it, is that there's a lot of information and you're trying to pick and choose out of um, conflicting or different viewpoints on your health. And it is causing a little bit of it's a little hard to go forward with that. And um, that so you'll find your way if you listen to your intuition because wands, this is the 5 of wands. Wands is all about spiritual stuff. It can be about career and things like that, but in this instance, it's making a decision with spirit. Like you have to, really feel confident that it's the right decision for you, whatever it is coming going forward and how you're managing your health from this point on. Check in with spirit, pull a tarot card, do whatever you need to do to help you get clarity on your next, on how to manage going forward. But this is about you taking charge and knowing what you know and following what works for you in the best way possible. I'm going to ask spirit if there's anything else they want to say right now. They're saying you have all the tools you need to go forward and not to get overwhelmed by too much information. Hmm. Well, that's exciting, Sita. I know that it probably was very scary, but I'm glad that you're well and that new things and wonderful things are going to go happen in your life. It's almost like a rebirth. Yep, it's like a rebirth, a rejuvenation. You must feel much better. Okay, so let's move on to uncommon life. What can you do to make the transition easier? In a time of transition, and you need to make it a little easier for you. Let's do that. Hmm. It's so funny. Um, the reason why I say it's so funny is because the imagery I'm getting is, oh wait, you didn't pick a deck. Pick a deck. What number do you want? One, two, three, or four? So we're picking what deck we use. So you can choose one, two, three, or four. Um, three. Okie dokie. This is the good tarot. What helps my beautiful girl during this time of transition? They just keep showing me the same. I need you to not get frustrated when I tell you. That'll help. Or annoyed. Um, I'm just gonna tell you the imagery again. I see you sitting in a movie theater eating popcorn. And the message I get with that is enjoy the show. Like enjoy your life like you're watching a movie that's already happened. Like watching something just unfold before you. And you may not know what's next, but enjoy the moments as it unfolds. If you see a really great movie or a really great book, you're just like, oh, I wish I could go through that experience again of seeing it for the first time. Like that adventure, that excitement, that wondering what the next minute is going to bring. Look at it like that, like the greatest movie you've ever seen, and it'll help. I mean, I know it's not easy, but it will help. Okay. And when you get in those moments, just imagine it's just when you get in those moments of high anxiety, it's just along for the ride and it's temporary. Okay. Let's pull a card. Okay. I'm not used to wearing something so revealing. Anyway. Okay. You got the high priestess. Look at this. Dun, 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 dun. You get it really good. Um, the high priestess knows everything. The high priestess is connected to the ancient arts, the ancient wisdom, and is also connected to all the wisdom of the universe and keeps the secrets of the universe. And so when you are worried, you have a knowing that can pull you out of it. You have the wisdom to take you to the next step. You're not using that wisdom because you're mad or you're frustrated or you're worried or you're anxious. You need to get back in, tap into that wisdom again. That's what you need to know. The wisdom of how to connect in with spirit, how to follow that guidance that has helped you so many times. The wisdom that teaches you when to act and when not to act. There's so many good things coming for you, but holding that wisdom at bay has been very hard on you. We think that spirit doesn't understand, what's going on or what we're going through because they're not giving us immediately what we need. But the fact is that it is coming exactly in a way that supports you. And when you tap into the wisdom of that, it becomes a lot easier to manage really hard and difficult situations. And if you have trouble tapping in, pull a card. There's even apps where you can pull tarot cards. Like even if you don't have a deck, you can download an app that'll help you pick a tarot card at random. That works too. But try not to read their interpretation and go with your interpretation of it. Use your intuition with it. But even if you use their interpretation, it can still help you get out of the feeling of crisis. And whenever we make a transition, we're in crisis. And our whole body is resistant to change. Our ego hates change because it feels out of control. Our physical body feels it's in distress, but our intuition can guide us if we can maneuver around those things. I'm not saying suppress them, but maneuver around them so that you can find your way forward. And if you can't do that, you can still ask spirit, just help me through it. Just help me through it. Just ask them, help me, help me, help me. And keep asking. But every time you ask, say thank you, thank you, thank you, like they've already given it to you. And that will keep the energy flowing and getting you out of the funk and the fear and the anxiety of being in crisis, the crisis of transition, of life changes. And we're all going through it. Collectively, we're going through it in a massive way. So the more, in my opinion, the more we are connected to spirit, the more we're connected to our intuition, the more we're connected to our inner knowing, and the more we trust ourselves, the sooner we're going to get out of this cluster of whatever's going on in the masses. So this is the time to really build your intuition, really build your inner knowing, really trust yourself, and begin a relationship with spirit that takes you to the next level. And my dearest, they're saying you already have all the tools. They know you do. You just have to kind of maneuver around all the things that are coming up as far as physical insecurity and emotional or mental anxiety. I know you know. You're the best. Just keep being the best as you already are. Okay, anybody else have any other questions? We have a few minutes left. I usually do the live streams for about an hour. I've been doing Sundays instead of Saturdays. Um, and so next Sunday I'm going to also do this. So I would really be grateful and happy. And I don't know if I'm still going to do this time, but if you like this time or, you know, what works for you, I can do. So just ask for a message for the whole week. I'm going to use a little message from tarot and spirit for the coming week. And I'm going to use the cat tarot because it's super fun and very, very cute. So what do we collectively need to know? Our group here, everybody who sees this live stream during or after it is posted, what do we need to know about the coming week? What is the energy of the coming week? I see waves of light. Like, looks like, the big waves in Hawaii, the really big ones, big curling waves. But they're joyful waves, not scary tsunami waves. The world is going through healing. We are going through a little healing. Um, and new things are going to be offered to us. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, and it's the kitty cat being offered a treat. So we're getting a little treat offered to us. And to me, the symbolism of the waves is the waves of light coming in are, telling us to ride the wave. We're just going to ride the wave. Whatever shit we hear, we're going to ride the wave. Whatever crazy's happening in the ethers or in the collective or on the news, we're gonna go, let's ride the wave. We're just gonna ride it out and it will go back to where it came from. So nothing is permanent, but we have a little treat coming. So those of you who got this message, enjoy your little treat and know that there's always, always more gifts coming from spirit, more gifts coming into your life, more exciting, wonderful things happening in the universe that we have yet to discover. All right. Take care, everybody. Until next time, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Subscribe, share, whatever. Love you too so much. Have fun, Micah. I wish you all the best. And I wish you too, Sita. I'm glad that you're doing so well. And yes, keep up the hard work to stay well. Be like that warrior charging into battle. Okay. And Jean and Alex and everybody who is here and isn't here anymore, and the Uncommon Life, of course, I love you so much. And I thank everybody for dropping by. And we'll do next Sunday as well. And then maybe I'll change it if we don't have a big turnout. Maybe I'll change it back to Saturdays after next Sunday. I can't do next Sunday. It's my son's birthday. Or Saturday. It's my son's birthday. So anyway, happy Memorial Day. Take care, everybody. It's been a joy and a pleasure. Thank you so much.